Sup Domies, I'm here to tell you 3 things I think you need to make your pizza from great to excellent. So the first things first, pizza ovens. So I've had a lot of people come up to me and say, I've got a Ninja at home, I've got like a ceramic sort of like plate on a barbecue where they cook their pizzas. Unfortunately, if you're cooking Neapolitan pizza, these are not hot enough to get to temperature. They're great for cooking New York style pizzas, tonda romanas, thin and crispy. Great for that, but not for cooking Neapolitan. For Neapolitan pizza, you need ovens that can reach 500C. Something like this Gozney Arc, which I've got here, Gozney Arc Light. These ovens can reach temperature. You can cook just as good pizza as you can professionally with these small ovens as you can with any big oven. The main thing that matters is the temperature that it receives. This little oven's perfect. It cooks just as good for at home as I do for the business. So I use the Gozney domes, and they're absolutely amazing machines. But for home use, there's nothing wrong with a small pizza oven. But as long as it gets up to temperature, you're going to be cooking amazing Neapolitan pizza. But again, the good thing is we can still cook lovely New York style pizzas, tonda romanas. You just turn it on low temperature, on the lowest setting, and it will keep that sort of rough 370 temperature. Also, another thing I get asked for, what is better, for wood or is it for gas? In my opinion, it's gas, because wood is just going to be a faff to play around with, getting the temperature right. It doesn't make any difference with the flavour of the pizza. Great on the barbecue if you're smoking ribs and stuff, you like all that low and slow stuff. But for pizza in general, you're looking, just gas is going to be so much easier, less faffing around, and cooking these theoretically the same thing. So in my opinion, go with a gas oven. But you know, if you're like me and I like a bit of wood and a bit of gas, I have the Gozney dome, so I like to have just some people it's fun to cook with fire. So sometimes I like to fire up a bit of a wood-fired pizza oven just for fun, but bear in mind it doesn't make any difference with the with the flavour or anything with the dough that you can't do with gas. Number 2 on my list is going to be a spiral mixer. Yes, I know they're not cheap, but I believe you can get a hooked one for like a KitchenAid. Let me tell you the reason why I believe these are definitely worth the investment. When I was using normal mixers, I was saying to myself, you know, the airy crust it was quite dense. It wasn't as airy as I want it to be. What is the problem? And, you know, I could try everything, and it just wasn't getting to how I wanted it to be. As soon as I used a spiral mixer, bang, everything changed. The pizza came out, completely different pizza, so much more airy. It's just literally a massive upgrade. This one in particular is a KYS one, small one. I think it's about 550 roughly. But you know, you can get spiral hooked ones for KitchenAids as well. If you've got like a KitchenAid hook, get the spiral attachment. I'm sure it will do exactly the same job. But yeah, 100% spiral mixer. Get that on your list if you're into your pizza and you want to up your game. Number 3, semolina flour. And I can't stress how important it is to use semolina flour when you're stretching your pizza dough and when you're dusting your peels and stuff like that for the prep to fire into the oven. I'll tell you a little story. When my first year business, I was just using plain flour, and do you know what? The amount of mistakes I would make, it would stick to the peel. It would just be an absolute nightmare. As soon as I used semolina flour, all the problems went out the window, and it was just 100 times better. They're like little pebbles of magic that glides your pizza into the oven. It's just an amazing product. I can't stress how important it is. Such a silly little thing, but hey, you learn as you go. But this will save you that year of messing your pizza ups and sticking your stuff all over the gaff. So this is really going to help. If it has helped, and let me know in the comments. And also, if you like the channel, give us a sub. It really helps us grow. I'm almost at 1k subscribers. So if you hit that tap button for the subscribe, I'll be forever grateful, and I'll see you in the next one.